All right. I'm going to get some writing in. Probably going to do a couple other things. Probably some email stuff. Probably print some labels as I get addresses for the little free library giveaway. Probably a lot of talking. On and on and on. We're to do what only we can do, right? You can only do what you can do. And that's to do it. Or something. Or something. Or something. Yeah. What's up, Michael? How are you doing? Getting some stuff done today. My day is going my day is going all right. It's a little bit like I wish I could just have like just a normal day. But there's things going on and people in my house, and I'm like, just, I just I just want everybody to leave me alone. That's so hard. It's so hard to just leave me alone. Apparently, it is. It's going for you. Yeah, I can't get no satisfaction. That's obviously the Devo version, which is, I mean, so far superior to the original. I don't think so. I watched that Devo documentary. I was not impressed at all with anything they stood for or anything they did. Really, they were those guys who were like, we don't want to be famous. We don't want money. We want to be some college band. And then all of a sudden, but we're going to write the couple of catchy tunes, and then magically somebody's going to read them, blah, 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 listen to them, blah, blah, blah. I thought Diva documentary was more entertaining than I would have guessed. Going, yeah, I agree too. I learned a lot about them. I just didn't like everything I learned about them. I thought they were for a band that's supposed to be loose and funny and everything. They were very very serious about how they had changed the world. My wife and I watch a lot of the WWE shows, WWE Legends and Greatest Moments, Greatest Matches, all those shows, right? I love those. And my wife watches like, especially like WWE Rivals, and she's like, these people take this so seriously. Like they're interviewing people, they're like, when I pinned him to the mat, they're going on and on, like they did this amazing thing, and she's like, didn't they tell him in the back before the match he was going to win? I said, yeah, pretty much. I said, I mean, listen, I guess it's the honor of um, saying you're the one who's going to win the belt tonight. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's a cool thing. But for you to act like you defeated this person, that's kind of funny. I still don't listen to them, but understand them better. They are far from the pop band that I guess most people view them as. Yeah, you got a couple of songs, and all of a sudden they're like, but then listening, like watching the documentary and listening to some of their other music and everything, I'm like, yeah, they're just unlistenable. They are that band that some people get, but they really don't. There's Charlie. Get Charlie Day. There's Lorraine. Well, we're glad everyone is popping in. So hopefully I will get some writing in today. I will keep checking my email if I get more. Like I just got another one every two from my little free library. Every two of those I get, I will be printing a label and shipping books, which is nice. I'm here. What did I miss? Any news on Bigfoot? Not yet, Haas. Keith hasn't checked in yet. He always will give us the update. Everybody saying hi to each other. Excuse me, that was disgusting. I had chicken patties in the air fryer with cheese on cinnamon raisin bagels for lunch. A couple of those. I should have had one. I need to start learning that I only need one. That's what I need to learn. That's the lesson for today, boys and girls. No, I need one. I just need one. I need one. I'm not a huge chicken patty fan, but they're there, and I'm like, I don't want to make a burger. I don't want to do tuna. Let me throw a couple of these in the air fryer. They literally take 9 minutes. Like Lisa, I used to make chicken sandwiches from scratch in the air fryer. Need to get back to that. I make them from scratch too. I scratch open the bag of frozen chicken patties and then I put them in the air fryer. Charlie says, "What are you writing on today? King of the Mountain?" Yes, King of the Mountain. There's Chad. Yeah, I am one chapter ahead. I'm on chapter 40 now of 46. So I'm getting there. I just need to finish this chapter this week, which I don't think will be a problem at all. Haas says, only truly from scratch if you slaughter the chicken yourself. Yeah, exactly. And I don't think Mike Lee is out there killing chickens. I believe you can eat as many chicken patty sandwiches as you want, as long as what you want is only one. But that's the problem. I eat several and then I'm fat. Yeah, scratching open the bag. That's a thing. That counts. Subtitle: Hull of the Mountain King of the Silver Mountain. Of the Man on the Silver Mountain. Yes. I'm not really big with subtitles. I don't think any of my books really. So many people you have not watched the shipping books video. Hello all. Did you watch the one from today, Keith? Or did you watch the shipping video one from yesterday? Did you see the one from me shipping about to ship books one I did yesterday, or the one about me bitching about people are dumb one today? King of the Mountain, obviously a nod to the classic Kiss tune off Asylum. That's a good song, but actually came out in Bon Jovi is where I got it from. Tom Duffy, fried apple pie is smaller than I remember. Did you get one, or did you send Jess to get one? No, they were about the same size. It's just that your hands are fatter now. Keith watched both. I had Shannon over here to pressure wash today, Tom, but then it all went awry, and then he left. Yeah, classic 7800 Fahrenheit tune. Yeah. That one's got some good tunes on it, some good tunage. Frank says Tom sent Jess for a Reaper apple pie from Dave's. Jess, I did have a question about your noir unboxing books, Armand. For each one of those, are they going by theme only, or are the authors from the places the noir book states on the cover? They are mostly authors from that specific city or state, and they break them up. Most of them they break up, like say Boston, the Boston one. Okay, Dennis Lehane obviously is going to be in it. Other Boston or Massachusetts authors are in that one, but they also break it up by area of Boston. So you might have 4 or 5 stories that are like in the red zone, and then you have 4 or 5 stories that are on the coast, or whatever. So yeah, they literally all the stories are set in that specific city or country by authors that have something to do with that city or area, and then they break the stories down by the area within the book. So the first, it might be like the Detroit book might be, South Detroit, like in the Journey song that doesn't exist, but it's something like that. So that's how they break them down. Tom says, really, he didn't accomplish anything? Get out. He was trying to pressure wash, and I guess the pressure washer wasn't working. So then he drove all the way home and got his pressure washer, and then that one wasn't working. He's like, I'll be back tomorrow. But then he left all the crap all in the grass. And I'm like, oh, good. It'll rain today, and then everything will get ruined. Thank you. Trey says, you talk about dumb people in this new shipping video. I'm not mentioned, am I? Not by name, Charlie. Not by name. All right, some behind on the videos. I still have to check out the George Orwell advice video. I thought only Eminem wrote Detroit songs. Well, yeah. Chad's here. Chad's the one who asked the question about the unboxing video. I got paid yesterday from YouTube. My first huge payment from YouTube. Not huge. I broke the $100 mark. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. He's here. Chad is here. We have a question for him? Or does he have a question for you and nobody's going to answer? When do we get our cut, for watching all the videos? Oh, it's coming, Haas. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. Keep watching those 30 seconds or more of the ads, and all that money will be shared. Yeah, we're all going to get rich on this one. Excuse me, that's disgusting. That's why you only eat one chicken patty. How much was this? $14.70. And author copies have gotten crazy, stupid expensive. Crazy stupid. A lot of spam today. A lot. Like crazy amounts of spam. Dave's not here. Yeah, super important question for him. So as soon as he's here, let me know. All right, I'll let you know when he gets in. So hanging around you guys has leaked into my creativity. Currently writing a novella of a 16-year-old girl breaking out of her shell when a call for a lead singer is announced. There you go. I can see influence from Chad, Armand, and Lorraine shining through. Frank says, I used to date a girl named Chicken Patty. Then you married her. Worst of all, no friggin' horror in the story. Hey, maybe you'll make money off of it. 3 strikes, you're out. You know how you make money selling horror books? Stop selling horror books. You can ouch all you want, buddy. Damn truth. All right. I'm trying to gather books for Chris Adler, not the former drummer of that crappy band, but the guy who does the coffee mugs for MondoCon. I trade him a bunch of whatever I've released in the last year, but I haven't gotten a ton of books. I haven't gotten a ton of books in, and obviously I'm shipping all these everything in the friggin' house. So I'm like, uh-oh. Chicken Adler. Not Chicken Adler, no. No, you did not marry Chicken Adler. You did marry Chicken Adler. I feel like I gotta sneeze. Don't you hate that? Don't you hate that whole sneezing thing? How lame. Not the former drummer of that horrible band was my nickname in high school. I figured that. That does make sense. It does make a kind of sense. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Devo. The drummer from Devo. As if that's a real thing. As if Devo had a drummer. Oh, you're so silly. There was some other thing that I wanted to watch. Now I can't remember. I still have the Fat Chicks one or whatever it is, 3-parter, but me and my wife just don't have the time. And I don't do like Frank Edler's like, oh, I watched the first 2 of 3. I'm like, no, we got to watch the whole thing. Can't watch like 1 part or 2 parts of a 3-parter. You got to watch the whole thing. That was my super important question for Chad. Yeah. I watched it on 3 separate non-consecutive things. Exactly. I can't do that. I gotta if it's a something like I gotta watch it. So you feel a sneeze coming out, but not a burp. Funny how bodies work out. But the burping is just constant anyway. So luckily you're not hearing other stuff, if you know what I mean, Lorraine. The sneeze is now, I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I'm old. I don't know if it's because of the rubelsis, but I get nauseous. Like all of a sudden I'm sitting here and I'm like, I feel nauseous. I feel like I don't feel like I'm gonna throw up, but I feel like if it continues, I'm gonna throw up, and then I sneeze, and then I feel better. Unless you have acid reflux, you feel that burp coming from a mile away, which I do have acid reflux, and but I just burp. It feels like I burp so much because I'm eating so much crap. Although last night for dinner, I had a Caesar salad, which is great. The other day I had one of those Asian salads, so I've had like salad like twice in like 4 days, and then last night I in the middle of the night I was like, I got to go to the bathroom. I mean jumping out of bed. Burp in the alphabet. I know a girl who, the roommate of a girl I was dating when she went to college. That girl could burp the entire alphabet, and it was disgusting. And it wasn't disgusting because she was burping. I just was something wrong about it. It was like it was one of those things I couldn't put. It was like Lorraine wear it with a mustache. Uncanny Valley. Oh, my gut bio is amazingly bad. No, Asian secret, Asian salad secret. Would you get away from me? Cat's being annoying today. Seriously, I'm not. You're not coming up here. I got stuff to do. Tijuana. Those donkey shows are ridiculous. Being a little quiet today. I feel quiet, little introspection, whatever that word is. At some point, I have to leave the house and go in and drop off like 20, 25 more of these packages too. No nausea over and I'm going. And every time, Lorraine, and like for months, and I'm sneezing almost every day. It is not. It is not uh, what the Native Americans call fun. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, not good at all. Yeah, Frank. Mm. Trying to fill up my buffer right now with some stuff and get this chapter done. I was writing a little bit this morning, and then Shannon showed up, and he makes a lot of noise, and he just doesn't stop talking. For those who were at Shelley's 50th birthday party, he is the one with the that wore the white suit, and he looked like a cult leader. That's Shannon. Nicest guy, but really, really out there. If there's a conspiracy theory, he believes it. And I mean, even if it's competing um, theories, he you could say, "Oh yeah, so you believe that uh, the Earth is flat?" Yes, but you also believe that the center of the Earth, is hollow, and um, there's another whole ecosystem down there. And he says, "Yes." Nice, Frank. For what book? The cult leader. Some cult leaders are nice guys. Michael Lee, you saw him, you met him. I think he tried to get you in. You weren't having it, were you? You were like, "I'm not joining your cult, buddy." Nice try. I mean, Jim Jones, besides killing all those people, he wasn't a bad guy. Quiet introspective isn't a bad thing, Armin. I'm stressed and ready to spar. Okay, maybe not to that extreme. I'll just hang out and chat instead. Yeah, sometimes you just need a break, right, Lorraine? I mean, I know you got a lot of crap going on in your life. Sometimes you just need to go. You know what? I don't want to deal with any of this garbage right now. Flat, hollow Earth theory. That's hardcore, right? Get that cowboy hat and spurs on, Lorraine. Keith, lady in the house. That's a good video, Lorraine, and it was just I like how you were like it's basically like talking about how small your head is and everything. I'm thinking, man, I barely get hats that fit me. My head is gigantic, like a freaking giant watermelon. I go anywhere for a ball cap, and I'm like, what's the biggest you got? And then give me three sizes bigger than that. But I think it's all the steroids. Pretty much be part of any organization that serves fried apple pies, right? They were good. They were like I remembered, but they were not as piping hot as they used to be. And you know why? They immediately went, "Wait, if we make these super hot, somebody's going to sue us." Somebody's going to burn the roof of their mouth, and they're going to be all annoyed. So we can't have them. We can't make them that hot. So they probably have them like let's just have them cool down or something first. Whereas I'm sure back in the day they literally took them right out of the friggin' oil and just put them right in the sleeve and just handed it over the counter to you. Like, here you go. Good luck. Mike Lee says, what do you guys think of Jimmy John's? Apparently they're officially number one in service, but literally every other sandwich place I've ever tried was better. I am not a fan of Jimmy John's. Their sandwiches are very small and they cost too much. And I'm always like, I got to eat at least 2 of their sandwiches just to break even. The Jimmy John's near us closed and they had awful customer service. There was one downtown when when we first started dating, she had an office downtown near the park. And that Jimmy John's was also awful. All right, this is too much bread. Yeah, there's not enough to it. Was Lorraine wearing a hat too small so as not to offend your big hat sense? I believe so, yeah. Pub sub, only grinder I eat. It's not a grinder. You don't live in Massachusetts. Yeah, 2 small. Yeah, it's not a great sandwich. But Keith is right. I mean, pub sub, you just can't go wrong with pub sub. Why are we going anywhere else? Charlie likes Jimmy John's near him. Nobody asked you. Mike Lee Grinder, yeah, he's a mass hole, so he thinks he's going to come down here, even though he's been down here for probably 30 something years, and he's going to call it a grinder, as if anybody in Florida knows what that is. Yeah, sometimes you got to put that boy back in the river and just dunk him a couple times. Frank says Hoagie Fest going on at Wawa. We had Wawa maybe a month and a half ago or so. My wife, there was a Wawa that they just built like literally a mile from her office. So we ordered and we got, I forget what I got, but I was like, you know what? I remember how these were good. You still can't beat a pub sub, though. Don't like Mike too much. He's really not one of those likable guys. He's really not all that likable, to be honest with you. Oh, so he's got grinders and bubblers. Yeah. And hootenannies. Let me get a double tuna hootenanny. That's what he says a lot. Come on. Oh, Chad, we got a lady in the house. You, of all people, should know that being a lady. If I don't get a pub sub at Mondocon, you won't get a pub. You literally won't get a pub sub at Mondocon. And you're coming in too late for lunch on Thursday. So you won't be going to, I'm thinking we're going to Post Tavern, but now I'm rethinking that because the parking is absolutely ridiculous and you got to pay for parking anywhere around there. And I'm like, I don't want to pay for parking. I literally don't want to pay for parking. So we might go somewhere else. A pop is a retelling of a soda. Exactly. Depends on what part of the country you're in, right? Could be a pop, could be a soda, could be a Coke. Oh. Right, so I heard pop a lot when I was in South Carolina. Bro, I got a phone and an app. I'm getting a pub sub. You know what? That would be funny. I pick you up at 4:00 from the airport, and then you order a pub sub. There you go. I'd say we could get you a pub sub, but then you just got to eat it like any sub. You know, you don't want to get all Weird. Pop is the live action Disney version of soda that nobody asked for. I had the brisket grinder from Publix on my hooky day Friday. Delish. Hopefully you didn't order it as a grinder. The people are like, what are you even talking about? Frank orders a pub sub as the plane is landing and puts everyone in danger by using his phone. Yeah. Yeah, the plane crashed because somebody used their phone. I'll be like, oh, I bet you there's a pub sub waiting for a Frank Edler. What time are you leaving? Uh, oh, you're leaving in the morning on Monday. I was going to say, if you're leaving later, yeah, Mike is just he's bamboozling you, Lorraine. He is an evil, evil person. He'll be here at MondoCon. You'll get to see him because we go live Friday, YouTube live on that Friday, and I'll bring everybody in and interview them for a few minutes. So, Mike Lee, you'll see. Just randomly at like 2:17, there will be a knock at the door. It'll be the Uber Eats guy, probably, yeah. Another Rain, you should definitely not get to know me through my writing. I'm starting to get a little uncomfortable too, Chad. Lorraine says soda. My dad would say soda. Also, I say on sweet and iced tea because I'm diabetic, you all enjoy your sodas or pops or grinders. If you ever came to MondoCon Haas, I guess you'll be drinking water. My wife is not going to make unsweet tea. She's a southern she's a southern belle. If you want to get to know someone, look at their art. If they create it, you will know them by their fruits. And yes, I'll have much say when I'm on camera. You can't make unsweet and iced tea that's against the law. Yeah, or order it like Tom's girlfriend does when we go out, and she embarrasses us. Hopefully, all the restaurants we go to, hopefully they spit in her unsweet tea though, so that'll be good. Because otherwise, I mean, what's even the point? What does my heart say about you, Frank? A lot, a lot. What do my cartoons say about me? Well, Haas, you know what? I'm gonna say this, Haas. Lorraine did that video and she showed some of the pictures. You're a damn fine artist. I was quite impressed. I'm telling you, Lorraine, stay away from Mike Lee. He's a dangerous man. Yeah, Lorraine did a Haas video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting everybody as usual, Charlie. Charlie, if that is your real name. We watched a investigation discovery show the other day, and the killer's name was Charlie Wall. Not Charlie Walls, Charlie Wall. He was an older gentleman. I was like, I bet you this is his dad. And they had to change, they had to put an S at the end of the name. Don't mind me, I'm looking for something. Just looking for something, all right? Everybody's a busy people. People. I am like still like a fucking panther. Sometimes I'm just sitting on the couch and my wife's like, what's the matter? Nothing. I can't move. I just don't want to. Again, panther. Yeah, it's a glitch in the matrix. Matrix glitch. What am I even looking for? I'm looking for something. Something I can never find. There it is. There she blows. I'm going to make one. Armand sometimes interviews me when I'm over at this place so he can meet his diversity quote. Yeah, pretty much. The only reason we invite you, Mike. I'm like, you know what? I need a mentally handicapped person here. Let's pick Mike. I'm a Panzer Panther. You gotta get but go buy a friggin' lighting. Don't overthink it. Don't do like Chad and like 20 hours of editing stuff. I'm making hundreds of dollars not editing. Literally hundreds. Sometimes I get through a whole 20-minute video and I'm like, I don't think I went in the weeds. Oh, wait, I did. All right. It's here somewhere. Ooh, I thought a burp was coming up, Lorraine. I thought, but then it didn't. You don't want to get too much. I'll tell you what movie I did not like when it came out. Avatar. That did nothing for me. I did see it though. I mean, that's something. A lot of movies I haven't even seen. Chad always finds something, some obscure thing to watch, and it might not be obscure, but to me, it's obscure because I don't even know what you're even talking about. I'll tell you what I'm not watching. Whatever it is you just said. That was it. I watched it when I think I watched it probably with my son or something like that. I don't know. And I think he liked it. I was like, this is dumb. It's dumb. Stop making movies like this. Have you ever seen Pocahontas or Fern Gully? Classics. Yeah, both of them are way better than Avatar. I still to this day have never seen Titanic, and hopefully I never will. That is true, Haas. Tom and Jerry. Are we even allowed to watch Tom and Jerry at this point in our lives, or have they banned all of them for animal on animal violence? Because you said Avatar, and it got me thinking about the stupid movies. There's Chad pitching Tubi again. Because you know what? Like every time you watch one of my ads here, I make money. Well, every time Chad mentions Tubi, apparently he makes money. Chad, I know you did, but did you read the article or whatever it was with your boy Lansdale there talking about No More Happen Leonard? I also watched with my son Avatar: The Last Airbender one. He's a big fan. He is a big anime fan. Still, yeah, he's got to have stock in it. It's a pretty good article about your boyfriend there. I've never watched an episode of Doctor Who my entire life. This doesn't seem like even as a kid when it was on, I'd be like, I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of British television shows or anything. My mother watches all. She's like, "Oh, you got to watch like The Crown or whatever." I'm like, "No." We watched like 2 episodes, 3 episodes of Peaky Blinders, and I'm like, "No, just not a fan." Now you give me a Nordic thriller though, I'm in. I am in. Courage the Cowardly Dog. I mean, I mean, listen, Monty Python is bigger than British. You know, I mean, it's just phenomenal comedy. I remember watching Benny Hill with my dad. I mean, classics. Yeah, impeccable, impeccable taste. But then she hangs out with us, so it's quite a conundrum. Excuse me. Nothing worse than chicken patties burping up with some ginger or Canada Dry. Benny Hill was great. That guy knew what he was doing. My son has all kinds of anime, Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, all kinds of crap, tattoos all over his body. Call it balance. Yeah, Benny Hill. If you ever saw Benny Hill naked, which I have many, many times, you would know that. Now, who's the fool? Just a fool to believe. She's like the wind. Anime for me, Japanese cartoons for me started when I was a kid with G Force and Star Blazers. Star Blazers is still probably one of my something I would watch again. I think it's only on YouTube though. I don't know if it's on Tubi. Maybe Chad can check with the other executives over there and see if it's on. Listen, Lorraine with the big hard questions. Yeah, G Force. G Force is friggin' awesome. But Star Blazers was my absolute favorite as a kid. The Earth has only 27 days left. See, I'm a few years older than you. Charlie's very confused. I don't blame you, Charlie. That was it though for me. It was G Force and Star Blazers, and then I was like, yeah. But then my son got into it. I watched some of it like background noise, but I was just like, I'm not interested in this. He would watch some movie. What's the name of that? My Friend Totoro or some crap like that. I don't know. He would watch that movie like 1,000 times. And I'm like, why are we watching this again? Find something else. G Force from Godzilla. No. Don't throw up. Get off there. Throw up on the table. This cat eats. She eats so fast, like she still lives in the wild, and then she just pukes all over the place. I ain't cleaning that up. Yeah, my neighbor Totoro. Yeah, that thing. Lorraine watches it with all the sex and stuff in it. That's a great question, Frank. Godzuki is, I think, worse though. Godzuki was just awful. Why are you doing this? Why do we got to have all these stupid? Why do we got to have Scrappy Doo? You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes Scrappy Doo. Nobody liked Godzuki. Nobody liked whatever the one in the Jetsons was. Nobody liked Cousin Oliver. Cousin Oliver. Ugh. Imagine you were. Just imagine for a second you were Cousin Oliver. Think about that. That cannot be pleasant. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't need no stupid dog. Shape of a stupid dog. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mork on Happy Days. Yeah, keep him off there. Nobody liked what's his name on Mork and Mindy when they brought in what's his name as the baby. Stop doing stuff like that. Johnny Los Chachi, that was perfect. You can't argue about any of that. No anime sex if I can avoid it. Sometimes you're watching it, is what that sounds like. Sometimes Lorraine just powering through. Sometimes those characters are staring at each other with those giant googly eyes. Yeah, Jonathan Winters, exactly. Yeah, that was awful. What are we doing here, people? Why do we keep jumping the shark on every show? Somebody else say Jonathan Winters now. What was his name on the show? Yeah, where's Art? Where the hell is Art? I don't remember what his name on the show was. Now I got to look this up. Oh, I was so busy doing nothing. Why don't they? Why won't they have them? Oh, there he is. Mirth. It says his name on there was Mirth. What was the name of the weird preacher guy on Mork? And who was the chick he lived with in a completely platonic relation? Pam Dauber, Mindy McConnell. Are you talking about guy with the weird eyes? Exodore, played by Robert Donner. Tom Poston was on it. How bad could it have been? Yeah, Mirth. He's born old and ages younger. Exactly. Apparently, it's Mearth. That was probably one of my favorite Six Man Die Man episodes. Tim Meyer in the house. This is unexpected. Tim Meyer in the house, ladies, gentlemen, children of all ages. We were just talking about Mork and Mindy. Wasn't there a record? You know, I barely remember Mork and Mindy. I'm looking at that. I'm like, I don't remember. I don't really remember any of this. I watched it every episode. I just don't remember enough about it. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, Frank. I don't care. I don't really even care about Mork and Mindy. Yeah, Exodore. I started watching anime as a way to share something with my oldest son who studies Japanese and speaks it, and found out I like most of the choices It's a very cerebral, emotional mix. Holy smokes! It's horror's own Tim Meyer. Yeah, author, filmmaker extraordinaire Tim Meyer in Ye Old House. Tim Meyer with that hair. He speaks Japanese. Has he been to Japan? Is that what the thing is? Or he just likes the culture? Is he Japanese? Is he turning Japanese? I really think so. Did Morgan? I'm already past the. I'll be honest. I'm past the Morgan Mindy thing. I just really don't care enough. Isn't that weird? Is it weird? I don't know. A lot of weird things we've looked up over the years, and I just that's like one of those. I'm like, no, I no. Yeah, Morgan Mindy's exactly. I feel like there's one trouble zone. Yes, Joni loves Chachi. I'm kidding. That was awesome. Did Morgan Mindy get a Japanese run? You know what? They probably did. I'm going to guarantee the Japanese loved Robin Williams. I think that's just a given. That's why I watch porn, Michael. Same reason. Very cerebral. I want to thank everybody for watching at least 30 seconds of the ad before you hit the skip button. Tim Meyer, you're in a little later, so make sure when you get an ad, you watch 30 seconds of it before you hit skip. I believe you were right the first time, Charlie. Mango. I want to thank you for thanking me, and I thank you back for thanking yourself. Tim Meyer says, "Will do." Thank you. When was the last time you had a mango? Right? When was the last time any of us ate a mango? I feel like Michael Lee eats mangoes. That's not a racial thing. That's just a you seem like the kind of person. You seem like you're headed to Winn Dixie or Publix, and you're like telling your girl, "Can you get me a mango?" Yeah, mango. I'm not into the stream yet. I'm just thanking people. Here comes the mailman. I don't think literally in like a month we've gotten one piece of mail that was actually actual mail. It's just junk. It's just like you're spammed in all directions now. Tim Myers says, I have mango every day. Do you put it in your shrimp salad? $18 shrimp salad? Tim Meyer, we went out one time to a diner and he ordered a salad and he added shrimp to it and it cost $18. I'll never ever forget that. I eat mangoes pretty regularly. It's one of my favorite fruit. Do you share it with the giraffes? So there's actually someone I don't know here in the chat. I thought you guys were messing around. Like Tim Meyer, who I don't think has ever been in the chat. He is a great writer. I've known him for years. Frank, him, Frank, and Chuck Buda. We wrote the Beers and Fears books. Those guys are doing, I guess, this coming weekend, they're going to do a Beers and Fears event. We did them every year up in New Jersey. Chad Lutsky and Tim Meyer have written together as well. So I remember when Mork was on Happy Days. It was very exciting. Yeah, Friday we do the Bigfoot stream. Tim said I make mango smoothies almost every day. Giraffe gets no mangoes. What am I, nuts? Yeah, Bigfoot Friday. We have frozen mangoes for smoothies actually in the house. We also have strawberries and something else, but we never make smoothies. I don't even know where the smoothie maker thing is. I don't even know what the name of that thing would be. Has Keith approved the Bigfoot Friday? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yeah, exactly. If Keith's not in for Friday, then why are we even going to waste our time talking about Bigfoot on Friday? It's Armand's channel. What he says, go listen to Keith. You know what, Keith? Since it is my channel, Armand's Opinion, I'm gonna leave it to you, Keith. Are we gonna talk about Bigfoot on Friday or no? If we are gonna do it though, Keith, I'm saying everybody's got to bring your opinions. You got to bring your everything, and we're gonna see how long before I just start screaming and yelling that it's not real. That is true. I mean, Haas got a good point. We're talking about Mork and Mindy here, so we probably do need somebody else to talk about something else. Yeah, no one agreed to Anime Wednesday either. That is very true. So true. Good times. Bigfoot and poetry, two things that don't exist. Yeah, exactly. I don't believe in either of those things. One I don't believe in, the other one I just dislike immensely. You figure out which is which. I will never approve any day being anime. No, unless, of course, it's Star Blazers or G-Force. Otherwise, I don't care. John Carpenter's a new episode of Billy Corgan's podcast. Is going to have to watch that. Let us know how that was. I got to do a video for Desperation Road, Michael Farris Smith. Phenomenal book. Chad, seriously, you need to read that. Chad, read that. Yeah, no sneaky poetry in my feed. I'm definitely taking a nap this afternoon, though. 100%. Keith's reading The God in the Woods right now before the show premieres. Good move. We're talking about Bigfoot. Make sure everything rhymes. Excellent point. I'm glad you brought that up, Charlie. Glad you brought that up. Otherwise, are we even talking about Bigfoot? And so many words rhyme with Bigfoot. I like ginger ale. I'm a fan. Solid plan. I'll have a surprise for you on Friday then. Here we go. All right. Yeah, it was a great book. That was a good one. As my review said. I got to go to the post office. Son of a bitch. I just realized I can't just go take a nap. I go to the post office and drop off books. Then, sweet nap time. I started your book last night, Chad. I finished this Desperation Road book, loved it yesterday afternoon during a massive storm. It was great. Got back from McDonald's and the new apple pies, old apple pies. And then last night when I went to bed, I'm like, you know what? Let me just start Chad's book. I think I read 3-4 chapters. Who wrote The God of the Woods? The author of it. Yeah, make sure you get here early, Lorraine. Pull up a chair. Yeah, I got mine from the library. In fact, yesterday I went to the library and finally dropped off the copy. Because you got to hit the renew button as many times as you can. Our used to be 5 renews. Now they dropped it down to 2. But the more times you renew the book every single time, as many times as you can, so that it counts as reads of the book, and then it helps the library system. Liz someone or other is the author. Liz Moore. If you look it up by the name of the book. Oof. Me laughed many times while reading it. So far, I haven't laughed once, Chad. So far, I've been angry. I've thrown my my Amazon Fire across the room. I was so angry. Yeah, Liz Moore. Not Liz Less, Liz Moore. More of her. She's a big girl. Actually, I don't think she's a big girl. Yeah, so there you go. I think I'm going to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. Tim Meyer in the house. Let's give another hand for Tim Meyer showing up. Hopefully, Tim will pop in on Friday, noon Eastern Standard Time, and he'll bring some Bigfoot facts. Bigfoot as in let's make pretend Bigfoot really exists. Like Keith will argue for an hour and a half. Everybody have a great rest of the day and a great Thursday. See everybody on Friday. Make sure you watch all my videos. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you watch 30 seconds or more of every single ad before you hit the skip.